I think for us, it's even better because, the cost of mining the antimony are covered by gold, comes together with gold, right? So anything we would get paid eventually for antimony, it's on top, which is great.
All right, welcome back inside our proactive newsroom. And joining me now is Catalin Kilafliski. He is the CEO of CanaGold Resources. And Catalin, it's great to see you again. How are you?
Steve, great to see you, and we're doing well. Very busy, but we'll be pleased to provide an update to shareholders here.
Yeah, excited to learn a bit more about what's been going on within the company since last time you and I had a chance to chat. So why don't you just remind everyone a little bit about the company itself?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, CanaGold, it's a TSX main board listed company. It's advancing towards feasibility and production decision, the highest grade gold deposit probably in the world right now, undeveloped, to be honest with you. It's averaging about 13 grams per ton of gold in a very good gold environment. And we have over 1 million ounces of gold that we're putting through feasibility. What has fundamentally changed in the last 6 months, we've also included the antimony in the existing resources of our project. And for those paying attention to what's going on globally, antimony is one of those critical minerals that's been mined historically by China, primarily used in the defense sector. And there is a huge need for it. And as a result of that, price has spiked. And CanaGold actually came up about 6 months ago with the 43101 antimony resource. It's about 7,000 tons of antimony metal that will be included in our mining plans. So very exciting things happening. And in the same time, the company is advancing the project through permitting in British Columbia.
Yeah, so let's talk about a couple of things here. First off, the antimony part of it. That's I don't want to say it's a surprise, but it's a nice one to have when you consider what's been going on in the world.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, look, the project always had antimony in its, I guess, definition of the ore body. Never been looked at because of the price. Nobody cared about antimony. And things have fundamentally changed in the last year with antimony becoming a critical mineral. And everyone in the world realizing that, importing it from China is not a sustainable way forward, including the US. And as a result of that, antimony prices have spiked significantly. Both Canada and the US have recognized it as a critical mineral. And we are fortunate enough to have it together with the gold. So for us, it was a very simple exercise to go back to the existing assays results and add antimony to it, because every time we've assayed for multi-elements, including gold, antimony was on that list. So as a result of that, it really took us 3 months and we came up with the resource. And
yeah,
it's great.
Yeah, and the way gold is right now, and antimony, as you mentioned, the pricing, it sounds like it's in a really positive position for the project itself.
Absolutely. And I think for us, it's even better because, the cost of mining the antimony are covered by gold, comes together with gold, right? So anything we would get paid eventually for antimony, it's on top, which is great. So I think, you're going to see us hopefully in very short order here, trying to come up with a feasibility study for the project, which will be primarily focused on gold and then the mining of the antimony. There's going to be significant upside potential for the project as it stands right now. So again, we are very pleased, and we'll be looking to unlock this value fully as we move the project forward.
So, Catalin, is that the focus then for the rest of this year, is really about the permitting part of it and also producing that report?
Absolutely. I mean, we've been working on the permitting for about 2.5 years, so we are very well into the permitting process. And also on the technical work, we've been working also over 2 years. So I think, during the course of this year, we are really targeting progress on both of those, significant progress. And I think, at this stage, I cannot predict a date of when that will happen because it's a work in progress, but I can assure investors that we are busy working on things. But very fortunate because, again, the company is very unique. About 50% of the shares are owned by a group called Sun Valley Investments, and they've been funding the company as the company moves forward. And they're a very solid mining investor. They have their own mines that are producing cash flow. They also are the largest shareholder of a company that's much, much larger than CanaGold. That's called Mineros, and they produce about 250,000 ounces of gold annually, mark up about $700 million right now, and they own about 55% of that. So what I'm trying to say is that CanaGold is in a unique position to deliver on its promise, right? As we all know, in the mining sector, especially in the junior, companies live and die by the ability to raise capital and by the ability of, where is the gold price and the metal price standing. we are fortunate that we have a group that generates cash flow that can put us through and execute in our strategy.
Yeah, it's a good place to be in for sure, Kevin. Thanks very much for the update. Really appreciate it. Sounds like it's going to be an exciting rest of this year, and we look forward to following your story. Okay.
Absolutely great to catch up, and we'll stay in touch, Steve.
All right, sounds good. There's
Thank you.
Kevin Kilafliski. He is the CEO of Canagold Resources.